are watching Mr. Rob's Virtual Classroom.
Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, all my friends. So glad to see you. Hello, all my friends. So glad to see you. Welcome aboard, friends. You made it once again to the virtual classroom. Thank you for coming. It is now day 52 of our learning adventure from home. We made it all the way to May 28th. That's 5/28/2020. We don't have any special holiday or anything like that to celebrate today, but that's okay. We can celebrate us. We can celebrate our togetherness.
Today is Celebrate Team Content
We
Day.
can celebrate team content. I like that. Should we do it right now?
Mm-hmm.
Team content! And before we jump in, I just need to give a few shout outs to all our friends who joined us yesterday at the virtual Playtime. I want to thank Adam and Sarah and Eddie, Ayanch, Maher, Sienna, Miss Emma, Ernie, and of course, thank you, Mr. Rob. Do I really have to thank myself?
No.
I don't think so.
Maybe you do because you made it possible.
Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe. All right, 6 more days of school, guys. We have tomorrow and then next week, and it'll be summer vacation, and we'll talk a lot about that next week. Sarah, it was so nice to see you yesterday. Thank you for showing us all your wonderful tower building you were working on. You had some really fun towers going on with your blocks. So it was fun to see Hamza too. He stood up on the table though. Hamza, don't stand up on the table. Dangerous. Maher was also with us. He and his sister, they had, was it 3 different dances or 4? I lost track. They had so many dances planned out. They were ready to dance. So it was so wonderful to see.
They did the crazy dance.
Well, they had a lot of fun dances. And even in Maher's team content, he had more dances after the dancing. I think he was just in a dancing mood. Let's go through what he did. He worked on the family flag yesterday. He made a wonderful 2-sided family flag. And then after doing so much dancing, he decided to do a fire truck dance. He decided to do a pickup truck dance.
Pickup truck?
You should see his moves. This guy really knows how to move. And then he continued reading his Pooh Bear book, and he's doing some really great sounding out. And this isn't even an early reader book. There's a lot of complicated words, and you're trying so hard, Maher. Thank you for doing that. And then he had a number song, and he sang it. And the number song was Ode to Joy, but counting style. So that was wonderful. I love Ode to Joy, so I'm glad you shared that.
Can I see the fire truck and pickup truck dance?
Yeah, we'll have to do that after. And then finally, he had some spelling and rhyming games he was doing with his mom, and it was pretty hilarious. So thank you for sending all that great work in, Maher. You're working hard. We got to see Adam at the virtual playdate. He's still up at his cabin right now.
He got a pontoon boat.
He was so excited about his pontoon boat. I mean, he kept telling us.
Yeah.
He told us several times about his pontoon boat. And I kept asking him about his baby owl. I guess the owls nest right in front of the door to their cabin. So it's been a super special treat getting to hear reports about all the nature you're observing up there. And have fun on your pontoon boat, and thank you for wearing your life vest. Keep it safe, my friend.
But his brother found in.
Felix would have enjoyed coming to the virtual playtime, but that's during his nap time. So he sent along some dancing videos ahead of time. He was helping his mom in the kitchen. He had some spoon dancing that was happening in the spoons. And he was also grooving out at dinner. I think he was eating dinner. I think they were listening to, was it Toto? I think it was some Toto. Yes. Anyway, it was some great grooving out. He was going at it. And then, Dr. Felix. He has a doctor's office set up at home, and he is doing some big diagnosing. He's helping his family stay healthy and strong. Way to go, Dr. Felix. And he even made, out of Play-Doh, some delicious, yummy pepperoni pizza.
My favorite!
I know a lot of you like the pepperoni pizza. Ayan, he was at our virtual play date too, and I was so glad he had a chance to show off some of the things he's been doing. He took that flag activity to heart, and he didn't make one flag. He didn't make 2 flags. He didn't make 3 flags. He made 4 flags. That's 4.
One he made up was the building block flag.
Well, it was funny, yeah. So he made up he did the country flags for India and the United States. And then he made up his own very own flag. And then he did a building block flag that he made out of his building blocks. That was very clever. And then he's also doing some hard work learning his address and his parents' phone numbers. I think it's very important, and this might take the whole summer, but keep working on that. It's really important to memorize your parents' phone numbers and your home address, and that's just for safety. That's a good safety thing to know. And then we got a chance to see Eddie at the virtual Playtime too. And Eddie, he had a big, huge orange balloon that he was trying to keep elevated in the air, so it was really fun. We didn't get to talk too long because he had to get to his uncle's drive-by birthday party, so that was kind of fun. And then finally, we had a chance to spend some time with Sienna, and she had to wait so patiently. She was our last person to present at the virtual play date, and she had some great dances. She loves that baby shark.
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do do do, baby shark. Mama shark, do 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 do, mama shark, do do do.
All right. We have a lot more to get to. Have a seat. So the shark dances, it was really awesome, Sienna. Thank you for sharing it. And then for some more content, Sienna and her family shared some heritage ideas. They were making, I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Is it Karelian Pie? It's a Finnish treat that Sienna's grandmother used to eat when she was a little girl. And they even had some rice porridge. So they got to make a wonderful meal that their family has enjoyed for many, many decades. And she actually got to help make, she had the chance to help make it too. So it was really wonderful. And then also, Sienna made a flag, but she made her own coat of arms. So I got a chance to see the Thompson coat of arms, and then Sienna made her very own brand new coat of arms, and that was really wonderful. And that can always be incorporated into flags, so it was fantastic to see. She also worked on her diorama, and Sienna had a little bit of frustration because it didn't turn out exactly the way she wanted. I want to talk just a little bit about that, because what I told Sienna is, I told her, you know, Sienna, sometimes, especially with art or learning something new, it's okay if you make mistakes. Making mistakes is actually part of it. That's part of the process of learning, and it's totally okay to make mistakes. In fact, if you don't make mistakes, it's going to be hard to learn, okay? So cheer up and give it another try if it didn't quite come out to your vision, but don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we grow. And then finally, she was working on her phone and address too, so I'm really happy to hear that you guys are working hard. You made another perfect pattern. I better spin that bell. Ready? All right. I'm not going to forget the daily 3. I'm not going to forget the daily 3.
But running out of time.
Okay, thank you. This first one is exciting. It's called 1 Foot Jungle. Pick an interesting space outdoors and measure out a perfect square with string, 1 foot on each side. Now observe the spot very carefully. Make a list of everything you see and find in your 1 foot jungle. Use a magnifying glass if you have one. Take a picture of it. If possible, come back to it throughout the day. So maybe you can leave it set up all day long and you can see it in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. And with the 1 foot jungle, it's so simple because all you need is string, right? And you measure it out 4 times. 1, I have my ruler here. I'll measure 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. So that's about a perfect square. And then you just have to either lay it out on the ground, or you can, if you have popsicle sticks, you can make a little fence around it. And you're just going to make your square, and I think you get the idea. It's not perfect. Could they see this at all, Ernie?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm not panning on your face, but...
They can see this part?
Yeah.
Oh, good, good.
But I'm not panning on your face.
So it's just about making a square and observing what you see happening in it. And you're going to see if there's plants or bugs. There might be interesting colors. So keep a list of what you see. Now, I want to show you that this came out of Ernie's Tiger Cub Handbook. This is an activity from the Cub Scouts. And I think it's a great nature activity. And I'll encourage you guys, you're almost in kindergarten now. It's almost the time when you can join the Scouts if you want to. So we'll talk a little bit more about that next week, okay?
If you're really into nature.
Second is another natural activity, bee house. Create a pollinator habitat using a soup can and newspaper. Save our buzzing friends. So we did a lot of talk about the bees last week, and this is a way to create a little bee sanctuary. You can hang it up in your yard, and hopefully you can be a person who's helping Mother Earth. And then finally, we're going on an M hunt. We're going to find some M's. How does M sound? Let's see. Do we have our special M card, our tracing card?
Trace M. Trace the big case. Trace the lower case.
What do we have here?
Mouse.
Mouse.
They're bad.
What do we have here?
Monkey.
Monkey. And what do we have here? I look through my window. Wait a minute.
Magnifying glass.
It's a magnifying glass. Oh, I could use that for my 1 foot garden, or my 1 foot jungle. I call it a garden. And finally, who do we have here? I'm Mbot. I'm Mbot. Mbot. Monkey, mouse, magnifying glass. These are just some of the M things you might be able to find at home. You go look for them, okay? I gotta hurry through the last part of this because we're running out of time. So I think I'm gonna save parent announcements, but I am gonna share resource of the day. This is a website called Teaching Tolerance, and I'll link it. And it's hard to talk to young children about difficult things that happen in the world. And one thing we really focus on as early childhood educators is talking about fairness. And this is actually a teacher website full of resources for helping kids learn about fairness and justice and kindness and equity. So it's a good place to start. And I hope it's useful. If there's other things, I'll try to search for that too. And I hope everybody is safe right now. Today's book is going to be Big Sarah's Little Boots. And today's song is something that helps me calm down when I'm starting to feel a little... It's called What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. I think we have just enough time to say goodbye, Ernie. Is that right?
Yep. Bye, kids.
Bye-bye, kids. Have a great day.